the Stoic way to handle rejection and heartbreak. Rejection and heartbreak are some of life's most difficult emotional experiences. They strike at the core of our vulnerability, leaving us questioning our worth, choices, and even our future. But while the pain is inevitable, how we respond to it is entirely within our control. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. By adopting Stoic principles, we can navigate the storm of rejection and heartbreak with grace, resilience, and strength. Here's how Stoicism can help you turn rejection and heartbreak into a powerful opportunity for growth and self-mastery. 1. Understand the dichotomy of control. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the dichotomy of control. There are things you can control and things you cannot. In the context of rejection or heartbreak, you cannot control how others feel, what they choose, or their actions. What you can control is your response to these events. Rather than dwelling on why someone rejected you or what went wrong, focus on how you handle the situation. This shift in perspective is liberating. It reminds you that your worth and happiness aren't determined by someone else's decisions, but by how you choose to respond. Stoic practice. Ask yourself, what part of this situation is within my control? Then direct your energy toward those aspects rather than trying to change the uncontrollable. 2. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization, a key Stoic practice, involves imagining worst-case scenarios to mentally prepare yourself for challenges. While it may sound counterintuitive, this practice can help you build emotional resilience. For instance, before entering a relationship or pursuing someone, remind yourself that rejection or heartbreak is always a possibility. By acknowledging this potential outcome in advance, you're less likely to be blindsided if it happens. Instead, you'll be prepared to face it with a clear mind. Stoic practice. Reflect on the impermanence of relationships. Remind yourself that loss is a natural part of life and that you are strong enough to endure it. 3. Reframe rejection as a lesson. The Stoics teach us to view every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Rejection and heartbreak, while painful, are no exception. Instead of seeing them as failures, reframe them as lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow stronger or wiser as a result? What qualities or actions can I improve for future relationships? By approaching rejection with curiosity and self-reflection, you transform pain into personal growth. Stoic perspective. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle of heartbreak can become the path to self-improvement. Detachment from external validation. One of the harsh truths of rejection is that it can make us feel unworthy or inadequate. However, the Stoics remind us that our worth is not tied to external validation. You are not defined by whether someone loves or desires you. Your value comes from your character, actions, and how you live in alignment with your principles. By detaching from the need for external validation, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of seeking approval. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. It means valuing yourself independently of how others perceive you. Stoic practice. Reflect on Epictetus's wisdom. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Focus on being the best version of yourself, regardless of others' opinions. 5. Embrace Amor Fati, love of fate. Amor Fati, or love of fate, is a Stoic concept that encourages us to embrace everything that happens, both the good and the bad, as necessary parts of our journey. Rejection and heartbreak, painful as they are opportunities to grow and evolve. Rather than resisting or resenting what has happened, accept it fully and look for the silver lining. Perhaps the relationship wasn't meant to be, or maybe this rejection will lead you to something better. Trust that life is unfolding as it should. Stoic perspective. As Marcus Aurelius said, a blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Let the fire of heartbreak refine and strengthen you. 6. Focus on virtue and self-mastery. The Stoics teach that the ultimate goal in life is to live virtuously, aligning your actions with qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Heartbreak and rejection are opportunities to practice these virtues. Wisdom. Learn from the experience and gain insight into yourself and your relationships. Courage. Face the pain of heartbreak with bravery, rather than avoiding or numbing it. Justice. Treat the other person with kindness and respect, even if they hurt you. Self-discipline. Resist the urge to lash out, dwell excessively on the past, or engage in self-pity. By focusing on living virtuously, you'll emerge from rejection or heartbreak as a stronger, wiser, and more self-aware person. 7. Remember the bigger picture. Stoicism encourages us to take a broader perspective on life. In the grand scheme of things, rejection and heartbreak are fleeting moments. While they may feel overwhelming in the present, they are just one chapter in the larger story of your life. Reflect on the impermanence of all things, including pain. Time will heal your wounds, and new opportunities for love and connection will arise. Stoic perspective. As Seneca wrote, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Life is full of challenges, but it's also full of beauty and possibility.